Well, after high school, I went to college at Arizona State, and kind of stopped making music for, I don't know, maybe almost a year. And then I was first exposed to electronic music, like Rusko and Caspa and those guys, and immediately caught the bug. And then from there, I just kind of I wanted to get back into making music, so started making electronic music, and was trying to make dubstep, but I couldn't figure it out. So it just really was like kind of like hip hop beats with like really crappy wobbles in them for a really long time, and then
right.
And then I decided I wanted to like really pursue music. I mean, the Protohype thing was like all right in Arizona, you know. I was playing raves and stuff like that, and kind of realized that even though, you know, I was on track to get a good degree, it wasn't what I was really stoked about. So
what were you studying?
I was studying sustainability, so going green in the environment, stuff like that. So, I mean, it was awesome. It was cool, and Arizona State has a great school for that. But I figured I kind of saw the window open, and figured I would take a leap, and kind of moved out to LA by myself, and then moved in with Nick, who we went to college together. So
Nick is another graduate of the school that you came out to go to school with here at Icon Collective, right?
Yes. So pretty much came out here just to go to Icon, and pretty much just went through the program, and towards the end of my 9 months was when things kind of started to pick up for me, and then from there it's just kind of just been rolling, I guess.
So during those 9 months, you really focused on your production, but at that time you were still doing a little bit of touring and building up your Facebook page and developing your SoundCloud page and doing all these things that, you know, we can do as independent artists, right?
Yeah, I mean, I never really stopped it. I mean, like, I tried to like avoid, because I used to call it the posting addiction, where I would just make a song, and immediately as I was done with it, I would post it on SoundCloud. And the vast majority of the times I ended up not being stoked about the final outcome of what I had. So I kind of like slowed that down a bit and really started to focus on getting better at making music and really becoming a student in more than just a literal sense. Just
so you were posting prematurely, so
to
speak.
Yes, I was.
And so you figured you'd take a break from that and make sure your tracks were on par, sounding the way you wanted to before you continue doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been able to make music really quickly. It's just the quality hasn't always been there. And I would say realistically probably about like 3 or 4 months into my time at Icon, it kind of clicked for me, and I started to really be able to like hone in my own sound and actually be stoked about the stuff I was putting out.
That's an important point, because I know a lot of people are so eager to get out there and start traveling and playing and releasing music, but a lot of people don't take that time that it takes to incubate, work on your sound, learn your tools, really figure out who you are as an artist before you start putting your music out there, right?
Yeah, well, I think it's really easy, especially as a young artist, to compare yourself to other people, and in the process of comparing yourself to other artists, you end up getting let down, because you may see this person, whoever you're comparing yourself to, on a similar level to you, but in reality you don't know that maybe that person has been, you know, making music for a really long time. And like for a while I was really frustrated with where I was and where I wanted to be, because I've always been really driven and passionate about making music, but for a long time I just really wasn't getting anywhere. And it became really frustrating, and there was a point for a while where I was just not stoked about it, and luckily I didn't stop making music. And then after all the time I put into getting better at making music and just learning new techniques or whatever it is, not only musically but business and networking and stuff like that, I kind of realized that the only thing that was stopping me from getting more popular than where I was that my music wasn't good enough. And it's like
you can't give away crappy music, can you?
No, you can't. And it's like you know, I put out so much shitty music, like so much awful, like I hate it and I can't even listen to it.
Right.
But some people liked it, you know, and it was and it gave me, you know, that little bit of a push that I needed to at least feel a little bit more confident about myself and my career. But it wasn't until I was really stoked on my own music that other people were stoked also, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I played so many horrible shows. Like, so many. Like, even in Arizona, I probably played, like, 20 just, like, weird desert raves and stuff like that for free, you know? And really nothing came out of it. But as, like, when you get to the point to where I am in my career, you kind of look back and realize that that was all, like, a necessary evil. Mm-hmm. Even though it was not fun. And you may have just not been stoked about life in your career at that moment in time, but once you get past it, you realize that it needed to happen. You know, you don't just come out and be popular, you know?
Right.
And I think a lot of people that have that mindset anyways aren't in it to make good music, you know?
Right.
They're in it to be popular or get money or whatever that is. And you start, as you know, as I'm starting to meet more and more people who are in the scene, I'm starting to realize that the people who are successful are the people who are passionate about making music and nothing else. Right. And everything after that will just come with it.